What is up, everybody? Solomon here. Super excited to be with Genfinity, and welcome to Algoland Showcases in partnership with the Algorand Foundation. Obviously, it's not financial advice. Do your own research, but this is a massive 13-week campaign for user participation within Algorand. Over the next 13 weeks, we're going to be spotlighting some of the decentralized applications in Algorand, from DeFi to staking and NFTs, gaming, and more. Each week will bring new quests, new badges, and for all of you guys, I guess what everybody's interested in, more prizes, from Algorand to gaming PCs to trips around the world, all building towards a grand prize, which is 100,000 Algorand, a recent Mueller bike, and a luxury vacation for two. Obviously not financial advice, as I mentioned here, but this is week one. This is going to be the setup spotlight. So we're going to first feature Pera Wallet, which is one out of four kind of participating wallets within the Algorand ecosystem. And I guess as we start here, Joseph, I would love if you could, for somebody that's brand new to Algorand, tell us about Pera Wallet, what it is, and why it's kind of the perfect starting point for onboarding into the ecosystem. And thanks for joining today.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having us, as always. If you don't know me, I'm Joseph. I work at Pera Wallet. I run marketing and product over there. So Pera Wallet, our main focus is the user experience for a brand new person to Algorand. Everything that we do in this app is meant to make the process of getting started on Algorand very, very easy. So, just go to the Apple Store or go to Play Store, search Pera, P-E-R-A. You'll be able to find it. Give us a 5-star rating while you're there, if you don't mind. But then just open the app, hit create a wallet, and you're ready to go.
Awesome. You finished quicker. I was still chewing an ice cube. From a user experience standpoint, I mean, we talk about this all the time in crypto, how important user experience is, and obviously you have different types of users. But I mean, from your guys' standpoint, onboarding new users is huge in this space, and then it's about kind of participation, what people can do once they're in. What makes Pera simple and accessible, and what features make it stand out in comparison to other wallets that you kind of see in Web3?
Yeah, so with Pera itself, we really try to kind of give people the resource they need as they need them, rather than overloading people when they first start. So over the last year or so, we've been really simplifying our interface a lot. Like in the beginning, you had a bunch of options when you first download the app. Now it's either create a wallet or recover a wallet. So what we're doing is we're really just trying to consolidate the app into as little and fewer screens as possible in order to not make people coming into the app a lot more confused, because crypto can be overwhelming for a brand new user, especially even going from chain to chain. Each chain has the little quirks and nuances to them. So it could become overwhelming. So what we really try to do is really highlight the core aspects of what a person's going to be doing when they do download a crypto wallet, put them right in your face, make it very easy to locate. And so their user downloads Pera, they know where swap is, they know how to buy funds, they know how to stake, and basically anything else. We have the card app now, so if they are in an eligible country, they can have their Pera card going. So we really try to just think of what it would be like through the eyes of a brand new user, and then design the app for that user itself.
Awesome. And I mean, obviously we're talking about Algoland today, and this is a pretty massive campaign coming out of the Algorand Foundation and all of the kind of the applications within the entire ecosystem as well. I actually signed up this morning, so I've got to do my duty here, and probably post about that a little bit later. But I think these interviews are kind of to really kind of inform people about what the opportunity is. And again, I'll preface with not financial advice here. There's a lot of different opportunities though, but from your stance, getting started, how do you envision kind of Pera tying in? Because there's tons of different applications, tons of different quests and badges. The big kicker here is, for people maybe that are already in Algorand to refer their friends to join, because in Web3, we know that there's essentially just these kind of echo chambery silos. And like the whole point is getting new people that aren't in crypto into crypto. But what are people going to be doing in Pera throughout the course of these 13 weeks? Maybe give us a breakdown there.
Yeah, of course. So, as I was saying earlier, we always try to envision our product from a person who's never used Algorand before. So we actually just added a new feature. So when you open the app or you download it, you'll see a nice big banner and it'll say, "Welcome to Algoland." So anybody that just comes into Pera will be able to see it right away. You click on the link, it takes you to the Algoland page. In addition to that, though, we really wanted to create a more immersive experience for our more power users. So in our Discover section, we added a new Algoland area. And here, from week to week, we'll update the information for you. We'll be able to kind of give you information at a glance. Hey, it's week 1. Right now it says join Algoland and refer your friends. You click on it, it'll tell you the quest, give you more information. And then the awesome part of it is once you connect a wallet into Pera, you'll be able to see how many points you have for that account as well. So all your Algoland information can be seen right as a glance right inside Pera Wallet. And then when you're ready to do a quest, you could just go right to the website, claim your NFT once it's finished, and you'll be ready to go. In addition to that, we're also going to be partnering with a third party. So what they're doing is they're sort of revolutionizing the way that, I guess, cookies work. Instead of having a cookie on a website, it's more like it's an AI agent. So this AI agent can track your progress. It gives way more information and feedback than a normal browsing session would. So what's great about this is it'll track your progress across the campaign, and then it'll shoot you notifications. Let's say it's week 5, you haven't done something yet. So it'll give you a gentle nudge later in the week saying, hey, you haven't finished your week 5 campaign yet, get going. And I'll be able to track your progress, be able to say, you completed something. It'll let you know that you won. And in addition to that, it'll just learn your behavior over a while and then be able to create the most active and engaging experience for you over the course of the campaign. So you don't have to worry about ever forgetting about Algoland.
So I'll tell you, this morning I was on my phone because I knew that this was going live. Obviously, we had the interview set up and everything else. I'm trying to schedule as many of these interviews out into the future. And I normally just, truthfully in crypto at this point in time, because I do so many of these interviews and everything else, I just am not able to participate in 99% of the stuff because it's just so time consuming. But I had Pera on my phone and I went on this morning and I'm like, all right, let me try to actually connect. How big of a, like, literally I was thinking in my head, how big of a pain in the ass is this going to be to like participate? And it was the easiest thing in the world. Like, cause I literally clicked just what you said that you guys did, the Algoland button. I clicked that and it was within like 5, 6, 7 seconds. And it was like already connected. I didn't have to think about how to do it. So massive shout out to you guys, because from somebody that is interviewing all these people all the time, I don't get to participate in this stuff and I wanted to. So yeah, pretty straightforward.
Exactly. And just to kind of add on to that a little bit too, one of the things that Algorand has is a thing called delegated fees. So we can actually cover the cost of your fees. So in the planning for Algorand itself, it was suggested that for the opt-in, so when you do, everything's fully on chain with Algorand, which is another huge selling point for us as an organization, because not many blockchains can do something of this scale. So with that, anything blockchain, you have gas tokens that are required for it. So if somebody let's say you refer your friend, they come into Algoland and they go sign the smart contract. It's like, sorry, you need a little bit of gas before you can sign this. But with Algorand, and what we did was we added a fee delegation. So somebody that comes in, just downloaded Pera, has 0 Algorand in their account, can go and start opting into this campaign. So it really removes a lot of that onboarding friction. Because like you said, if you have to stop what you're doing and go do something else, the rate of return just drops off a cliff. You need to make it so that way people come, they download, they opt in, and it's all like within like less than 2 minutes.
Yep, 100%. And as we kind of ramp down here, there are obviously going to be tons of participating projects over this 13 weeks. As I mentioned, I guess I'll just reiterate it in case anybody is fast forwarding through here. I think this week's prize is 1,000 algo. I'm pretty sure 5 winners. Don't take that as gospel. Do your own due diligence and everything else. But the amount of prizes throughout this entire 13-week campaign are massive, and they really do range. I mean, I kind of mentioned what I believe the final prizes are at the end here, and they're just absolutely huge. And it's just a really easy kind of onboarding experience as well. But I guess, Joseph, you mentioned all on chain, which I think is super cool too. And I think one thing to be cognizant of is that, like, sometimes with these different events, people are always like, do insiders win these prizes or X, Y, and Z, or how does that work? And one thing that I thought was really cool is VRF through Algorand, and how the selection process is going to be happening directly into something that's natively on the network as well. Can you just talk briefly about that? Because I thought it was a really cool kind of bonus. And I don't think that's possible probably on a lot of networks.
No, so I'm sure other chains do have random functionalities in them, but Algorand's is core native to the chain. Our consensus mechanism for Algorand actually runs on the VRF. So it is like the heart and core of Algorand. And what's awesome about this is the VRF itself is completely on chain. So we don't have to worry about those trust issues that you see in traditional giveaways. You don't need to worry about Algorand employees potentially creating like fake accounts and winning the prize for themselves, because everything that happens on this can be verified. And this is really just a highlight of, the new abilities that blockchain technology gives to people. And you don't have to worry about these trust issues that you normally do in other contests. And that's why, it was really important for the Algorand Foundation to make this 100% on-chain, because it really just drives home the point of why blockchain technology is better in certain regards than traditional Web 2 technology.
Yep. And then I'll close out here and I'll ask, my low-hanging fruit, what's, forward-looking statements. What are you excited about for the future of Pera or Algorand in general, or why should people come participate in Algoland? This is kind of that. And I know I wrapped 3 questions into one there. So however you want to take it, Joseph.
Yeah, so we actually have a bunch of new features on the way. The main one that a lot of people are asking for is multi-signature wallets. Now you can have joint accounts with people, other parties. The other thing that we're working on is an addition to our spin game. So that was a huge success in July. We were able to onboard like 20,000 new accounts to Pera Wallet. What we're doing now is we're adding a cooldown mechanism. So it creates like daily streak bonuses, makes the whole app more engaging. We're also tying it into different parts of the app. So you can win bonus spins, things like that. It's going to be a really cool gamified entire experience of the wallet. And finally, we're adding more card countries, and we're going to be launching new incentive programs for cards. So we have 3 countries coming in the near future. That's Portugal, Poland, and the Netherlands. But we have about 10 more countries after that have yet to be revealed. I could, if you want, I'll do an alpha on the show and give you a
sure. Yeah.
So Ireland is one of the other countries that will be coming in the future. So that's a Genfinity exclusive there. But yeah, no, we have a ton of stuff coming too. We're looking at more multi-chain expansion in different ways, try to bring more liquidity to Algorand in general. So we're always trying to innovate, come up with the best UXs that we possibly can, and continue to chug along and support the Algorand ecosystem.
Awesome. Well, for those of you guys listening right now, obviously this is open to everybody. Refer your friends, join Algoland for a chance to win the prizes. And there's a lot of them. And, if you guys are curious on kind of where to start, this site, algoland.co, is really another thing that I also really like is that this site is really straightforward and it's not convoluted. It's like very minimal clicking to learn what you need to do. Quests, badges, or getting started. This week is all about getting started, and it's been awesome to be able to interview Pera Wallet again. And yeah, good luck with everything, Joseph. It's always awesome to have you, and thank you so much for joining today. And for those listening, go check out Algoland, algoland.co. Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.